Now batting number 6, Cameron.
Check 1 2 2 2. All right, hi there, Florida Softball Network fans. Sorry for the late play-by-play. We were setting up our first base area camera, and we were getting that all set. And while we were doing that, the leadoff batter for the Gators, Avelo Fitzgerald, hit a triple over to the right side, and is standing at third base. And now up to bat is Cameron Solano. She lifts foul and out of play that delivery. And there's your count. And there's a hit high into the air into left field. The left fielder is under it. Tagging up is Avelo. She's going to get in there. And the Gators bring the first run across. So a sac fly there by Cameron brings Avelo Fitzgerald across home plate, and the Gators their first run of this game. Now up to bat is Fatima Masri. The next pitch is hit deep into right and center field. The right fielder tries to close in on it, but cannot do so. And she's now on with that shot. Getting all these cameras set up. I apologize if that did not reach the screen. Let's get everything updated here. And we'll settle in a moment. With the Gators up now by a score of 1-0. Fati there, stealing second base. Here we go. I think that should update just about everything. We'll settle in here. And that one's going to get hit foul behind the backstop. That one hits the ground in front of home plate, rolls in for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count here on the batter, Kira Sherman. And that one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Batter's count here for Kira. And Kira hits that one between third and short. And Kira's on. And now Gators with runners in the corners with 1 out.
Now batting number 7, Haley.
Brings up to bat number 7, Haley Hirsch. So nice hit there by Kira, finding the gap between the third base and shortstop to get on. And let's see, expect on the throw here, Kira is going to run from first to second. See how The response is a little fake throw. And nothing done there as the ball was in the dirt. So catcher just had to wind up holding on to that. And now the Gators with 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. And Haley steps back in on a count of 1 ball, no strikes. She's going to hit that one over to short. Shortstop gets onto it, throws. First baseman not able to hold on to the ball. And a run comes across, and now runners at the corners once again. All right, now to bat, Addison Held, number 12. She watches the first ball scoot across the plate, coming in low, and Haley steals over to second on catcher's indifference there. And that ball is going to sail well high. Nice job there by the catcher to jump up and grab that one. Keeping Kira from being able to steal home. Then 3 balls, no strikes to count. And she's going to smack that one. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder. And Kira comes across. And Haley holds over at third base. And here we are again. Very familiar territory. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And now the Gators up by a score of 3-0. And that ball is lifted high into the air. Second baseman, a nice play made just behind the base.
Batting now, number 99, Kennedy.
And Luca out there on the nice play by the second baseman. And runners unable to advance. Brings up to bat now, number 99, Kennedy Copeland. Here comes the first pitch to Kennedy. Sails high for ball 1. And on the throw, Addie able to advance from first over to second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Gators once again. 2 outs now. Opportunity for some RBIs here for Kennedy. And she smacks that one again high into the air, but center fielder is under it and makes the catch. And that records the 3rd out. Gators strand 2 on the bases, but not before bringing 3 runs across as we move into the bottom part of the first inning. It's the Gators 3, the Naples Knights now coming up to bat. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. It's the bottom of the first inning here, and the Naples Knights down by a score of 3-0, now having their first at-bats. Leading off for the Knights is number 17, Sydney Daywick. Working in the circle, Avalo Fitzgerald. Behind the dish is Peyton Williamson. First pitch there was ball 1. Here comes the next delivery, and that gets slapped foul, and the count goes to 1-1. Defensively, your Gators in the field: Haley Hirsch at first base, Kira Sherman at second, at short Addison Held, and at third base Kennedy Copeland. We'll give you your outfielders in a moment. And that pitch misses to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Your outfielders from left to right: Cameron Solano in left field, Fatima Masri in center, and holding down right field is Luca Hansberger. Here comes the 2-1. This is just outside. Now hitter's count here for Daywick. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1 is in there to bring the count full. All right, so full count here on the first batter for the Knights. And let's see what Fitzgerald has. And that gets fouled to the backstop, and we stay full here at 3-2. Oh. And I guess she made contact outside the box. So she was outside the box when she hit the ball, and so that's an automatic out. So Gators get a break there, and they record their first out. So one of the challenges of slapping is you still got to make that contact while you're inside the batter's box. And the first pitch delivered here to the batter, Sofia Silvero, is in there for strike one. And it's in there for strike two. And Sofia quickly down here, 0-2 against Avalo, working the circle. The 0-2. Sails high for 1-2. And that one comes off the bat. No? I'm saying they hit her wrist, hit her hand rather. So I believe she's going to be awarded first base, but she swung on it. So with the swing, that should count as a strike, so she has to remain. There should be no debate. She most definitely swung on that. That's why her hands were in the zone and made contact with the ball. All right, so one ball, two strikes here, the count. Here comes the pitch and a swinging strike three. And the Gators record the second out there on the K. All right, brings up to bat now Madison Miller for her first at bat of the game. And the first pitch misses just outside for ball one. And that pitch sails high to bring the count now to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, two outs on the batter, Madison. She swings and fouls that one straight back to the screen. And the count goes now to 2-1. And the 2-1 gets fouled to the right side. And now the count all even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. With the Gators up by a score of 3-0. And here comes the 2-2. And there's a swinging strike three. Avalo records her second strikeout there of the game. And so after a failed slap attempt where ball was batted outside the box and then two strikeouts, the Gators managed to put down the Naples Knights there 1-2-3 at the bottom of the first. We move into the top of the second inning here with the Gators up by a score of 3-0 on your Florida Softball Network. Well, we move down here into the top of the second inning, and leading off for the Gators is going to be Peyton Williamson, the catcher for this game. Working in the circle here for the Knights is Sofia Sojuero. Behind the dish, Madison Miller. And the first pitch misses high for ball one. And that one is hit high into the air over in the left side. The shortstop makes a diving catch. And nice play there by the shortstop.
Now coming back, number 10, Angelo.
And the Naples Knights record the first out here in the second inning. Well, that flips the lineup now. And Avila Fitzgerald comes up to bat. Avila started off the game. And the first pitch in there for strike one. I was about to say, Avila started off the game with a triple, hoping to build on that. And she knocks that one deep, but high into the air. The center fielder under it and records the second out. So a deep shot there, but too high into the air allows plenty of time for the center fielder to get under it. Even with the wind, tracks it and catches it. Brings up to bat now, Cameron Solano with two outs. Cameron watches the first pitch, high for ball one. And that one is going to get hoisted, though, to the left side and out of play. Nice contact, but in foul territory. And the count now 1-1 strike. And the 1-1 gets hit over into the left side of the field. It's going to find the space over there in left field and going to get Cameron on with a single. So a nice hit there. And with two outs, the Gators have a runner on base. All right, bringing up to the plate now, number 3, Fatima Masri, the center fielder for the Gators. And on the pitch, the seal, wow, that ball almost hit Cameron as she was stealing from first to second. She makes it all the way to third base. And with the throw over to third, Fati able to advance to second. Oh my gosh, that was so close to hitting her as she was running from first to second base.
Now batting, number 1, Hira.
I'm pretty sure Cameron just used up one of her 9 lives. All right, well, Gators now, runners at second and third base with 2 outs, and coming up to bat, Kira Sherman. Kira takes the first one and hits it over to second base. Second baseman scoops it up, throws to first. A nice play there made by the second baseman to throw out Sherman. Well, with that good play, prevents the Gators from scoring any runs despite being able to get 2 runners on base. We move now into the bottom of the second inning, and the Gators remain up on the Naples Knights by a score of 3-0. Hey, if you're enjoying the game, we invite you to subscribe to the Florida Softball Network on YouTube. If you're enjoying the game, give it a like. Lets others know, hey, this is a fun game to watch. It's a fun channel to tune into, and we appreciate all the support. I'm going to reset the board here, move the runners off of the base paths, and move us into the bottom part of the second inning and be right back to you. You're watching FSN, your Florida Softball Network. Nice pitch there to number 25, Spencer, now at bat for the Knights. And the count goes to 0-1 strike here, as we're in the bottom part of the second inning with the Gators up 3-0. Next delivery from Fitzgerald. That's going to get bunted. Nice play there by the third baseman, but nobody's playing first. So with no coverage, an error there by the Gators. And now the Knights with their leadoff batter on the base paths. That ball sails high. And an errant throw, but fortunately, good backup there. Prevents the Knights runner from advancing to second base. At bat now, number 27, Katie Hodgson for the Knights. Next pitch delivered is a swinging strike. And the count goes now to 1-1. The 1-1 delivery misses just outside for 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. There's a swinging strike 2. Hodgson swinging for the fences there. Misses the rise ball. Steps in on 2-2. And there's a swinging strike 3. So some big cuts there, but unable to keep her head on the ball. Has her missing contact. And the Gators record their first out. First pitch there to number 18, Hayden Turner, misses for ball 1. And that one goes low for ball 2. Nice stop there on the low pitch by the catcher for the Gators, Peyton Williamson. So far, Avelo on 24 pitches. Her 25th is going to be on a 2-0 count. And delivers that for a swinging strike 1. And there's another strike, a looking strike there. Brings the count even now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Goes high to bring the count full now. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Turner. And the 3-2, base is occupied. So runner cannot advance on the drop third strike. And the Gators record the second out. So now brings up to bat number 26, Evelyn Ballantine. Home plate umpire going to quickly sweep off the plate, get that dirt off of there, make it easier to make those calls, as well as allow the pitcher to find that zone. All right, so here we go, 2 outs. And the first pitch in there for swinging strike 1. And the 0-1 is a swinging strike 2. You hear that glove pop. Fitzgerald now firing on all cylinders, up on the batter by a count of 0-2. And puts Ballantine down on 3 swinging strikes and records the third out. So we conclude now 2 innings And the Gators are up on the Naples Knights by a score of 3-0. You're watching the Florida Softball Network here from Coral Springs, Florida. It's the second of 3 seeding games. The third game immediately following, but after a field change. So there will be a slight break in between this game and the next live feed if you're watching the live feeds today on Saturday, June 1st of 2024. Well, we're going to reset the scoreboard, reset the runners and the outs, and we're going to be right back to you. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. And the first pitch to Haley misses low for ball 1. Second one misses high for 2-0. So first pitch low, second pitch high. Haley going to look for something right in the middle that she can put the bat on. And here comes the 2-0. Nope, that is not going to do it. That's going to hit the dirt and bounce to the backstop. And now Haley way ahead by a count of 3-0. The pitcher, Silvero, on 30 pitches. Here comes pitch 31. And that one in there for a strike. So take sign likely on there. Still batter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike. As Haley steps back into the box. And she'll watch that one miss high and take first base on the walk. So the Gators have their leadoff batter on the base paths over at first base. And brings up to bat now number 12, the shortstop, Addison Held. All right, Addie gonna look for the first pitch of her at bat. And that one is hit hard, but right to the third baseman. Fortunately, running on the pitch was Haley, which broke up any opportunity for a double play.
Number 16, Luca.
So Addie able to advance Haley over to second base, and the Knights able to record the first out here of the third inning. Brings up to bat now number 16, Luca Hansberger. First pitch is in there for strike 1, and Luca did not like that call. Thought it was inside. And the next one misses high outside, and the count goes to 1-1. And that one misses the strike zone. And the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Luca, with 1 out. Haley at second. And that one is inside. And the count goes to 3-1. All right, Luca going to be looking for something to come straight on down the river for her to rifle out there into the outfield. And that one she gets just under and fouls it back to the screen. And the count goes full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right, here we go with the 3-2. And the 3-2 is batted over into right field. The right fielder under it. Nice contact there, but the right fielder able to get over and catch that one to record the second out. Brings up to bat now number 99, Kennedy Copeland, with Haley still holding in scoring position over there at second base. So an RBI is sitting out there for Kennedy. Let's see what she can do with her at bat. That one's going to sail high for a ball. Foul ball there. And the count levels out at 1-1. That one's going to get fouled, but out of play along the third base line. Bounces off the fence, rolls back into the clay. And now the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Kennedy. 2 outs. And the pitch misses low. On the steal is Haley, the third baseman, unable to hold on to the ball. And Haley makes it to third safely. All right, so in the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that one is hit high into the air. The left fielder tracks it down and catches it, and they record the third out. So once again, Gators able to get runners on the base paths, but unable to get anyone to cross home. We move into the bottom part of the third inning with the Gators up on the Knights by a score of 3-0 here on Florida Softball Network. Well, it's the bottom of the third inning here in the matchup between the Naples Knights and the Gators. Knights now coming up to bat, down by 3 runs. Working the circle, Avelo Fitzgerald, and behind the dish, Peyton Williamson. And the first pitch sails high for ball 1 on the batter. The next pitch misses outside. And the count goes to 2-0 on the batter, Eve Preddy. And the next pitch to the batter. The 2-0. He's in there for strike 1. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike. And she watches strike 2. So 2 looking strikes there in a row. Brings the count all even to 2-2. And the 2-2 delivery is swung on and missed for strike 3. All right, Fitzgerald records another strikeout here in this game. And the Gators get their first out of the bottom of the third. And coming up to bat now is number 6, Caitlin Gonzalez. Caitlin, a guest player from the Naples Knights 14U Gray team. So within the same organization, but a different team, guesting for the sister team here. And the changeup, a beauty there, is called for strike 1. Gonzalez putting her hand up there, thinking that one was a little high for her liking, but listen, on a sometimes you want to take some of those. Not much you can do with the changeup. And fires back with a fastball right down the river with that change of speeds, making it a challenge there for Gonzalez. And the count goes to 0-2. And the 0-2 just misses outside. And the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And that one in there for a looking strike 3. And the Gators record the second out here of the bottom of the third inning. And now with 2 outs, coming up to bat for the Naples Knights blue team is number 32, Caroline Porter. And Porter watches the first pitch miss low for ball 1. And there's a swinging strike. And the count goes to 1-1. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that one sails high and gets away for 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. And that one is hit over to third base. Firing across the diamond is Kennedy. And the Gators record the third out. So nice work there by the Gators to put down the Naples Knights 1-2-3. We move now into the top of the 4th inning with the Gators up on the Knights by a score of 3-0 here on the Florida Softball Network. It's the top of the 4th inning, and leading things off for the Gators is going to be number 22, Peyton Williamson, the catcher for this game. She watches the first one sail high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And that one's going to get hit over to the third baseman, but just foul. All right, brings the count now to 1-1. Peyton fouls that one off the right side backstop. And the count goes now to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peyton going to have to protect here. So she finds the one that she likes and drives that. Here we go, the 1-2. Misses well high. And we're at 2-2. And the 2-2 gets fouled over the backstop. And we will stay here at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for number 22. And that one gets hoisted, but foul to the left side. And here we go again at 2-2. And the 2-2 foul. And Peyton doing a nice job here, as we said, protecting the plate until she finds the right one. And the 2-2. And that one gets fouled again. Nice quality at bat here for Peyton.
You got it. You can get it.
My battery's going dead. Hit this thing.
Silguero on 51 pitches. Here comes pitch 52. And there we go. That's going to be fair, but thrown over to the shortstop, to the first. And after a nice quality at bat, unfortunately unable to reach base by the ground out to the shortstop. And the Knights record the first out. And coming up to bat now, the pitcher and the top of the lineup for the Gators, Avelo Fitzgerald. And the first pitch misses inside for ball one. And that one's going to get ripped right to third, to left field. The left fielder unable to handle it. And with Avelo's speed, she's going to make her way on over to second base. So a nice double there to the left fielder. The ball goes off of her glove, unable to secure it. And now the Gators with one out and a runner in scoring position brings up to bat number 6, Cameron Solano, the left fielder for the Gators. First pitch grabs the inside part of the plate for strike one. The next pitch to Solano gets hit over to third base. Third baseman fires across the diamond, and Fitzgerald runs on over to third base.
Now batting number 3, Fati.
So the Gators now down to just one out, but a runner 60 feet away brings up to bat number 3, Fatima Masri. And that one is just foul to the right of first base. So the Knights able to record the last 2 batters as outs within the infield. And the Gators trying to get another run across, which they haven't been able to do since the first inning. And Fonte steps back in on account of no balls, 1 strike. And that pitch is inside, and the count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And that one is going to go into center field. And a nice hard shot there that bounces off the pitcher's glove as it bounced above her. And that allows Avelo to score, and now the Gators able to put another run on the board. Brings Kira Sherman now to the plate. The first delivery to Kira is hit into the left side foul territory for just a long strike there. So 0-1. The next pitch goes high, and stealing on the throw is Fati. No one covering second base there, so she's able to get in safely. The delivery to Sherman is hit high into the air over in left center field. The center fielder gets under it and catches it for the third out. So the Gators strand 1, but manage to bring 1 run across as Avelo touches home plate. We move into the bottom part of the 4th inning with the Gators up now by a score of 4-0 on the Naples Knights. You're watching FSN, your Florida Softball Network. To the bottom of the 4th inning we go with the Gators up by a score of 4-0. Coming up to bat now, number 17, Sydney Daywick. Daywick 0 for 1 today. Watches the first pitch miss low for ball 1. Continuing to work in the circle for the Gators is Avelo Fitzgerald on 45 pitches. And the next pitch is slapped foul. Daywick was recorded out previously by making contact outside the box. She's a slapper. And so you'll see the third baseman is going to be playing tight to try to take away that angle and that hop. And here we are with a count of 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Try to bait her to come out with the changeup. Definitely a strategy right there, hoping that she'll make contact once again outside the box, trying to reach for that changeup. But as it misses short, the count goes to 2-1. And that pitch in there for strike 2. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. Daywick steps in. Fitzgerald comes set. And that gets fouled and comes right back and hits the catcher. And she's going to need a moment here.
That's what I thought you were.
Okay, Peyton caught that foul ball just above the left shin guard. Got it right on her thigh. She's all right. And here we go. And that ball misses high outside. And now the count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here on the batter, Sydney. And that just misses for ball 4. All right, now up to bat. So Sofia Solero, the pitcher. And the pitch misses high outside, but swung at for strike 1. That misses low inside. We count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count here. And that one's going to get hit over towards the second baseman. Scoops it up, fires to first.
Good job, Kira.
And a nice play there by Kira Sherman at second base. And the Gators record their first out. But the base runner, Daywick, now in scoring position, moves on over to second base. And the batter now, Madison Miller, swings at the first delivery for strike 1. And there's a swinging strike 2. And here comes the 0-2 delivery. And there's a swinging strike 3.
Nice job, Avalo.
Avalo able to put down Miller on 3 pitches, records the second out here of the bottom of the 4th inning. Now coming to bat, number 25, Drew Spencer. Spencer hits that one, a nice tap over into right field. And Luca guns that one, tries to get the out over at first, but unfortunately cannot do so. And the Knights now able to score a run. So they get that run back that they gave up in the last inning, and the score now goes to 4-1 with the Gators still on top. So a nice hit there by Spencer has now Hodgson up to bat. And there's a foul tip caught. And the count now 1-1. And Hodgson fouls that one to the right side. And the count now 1-2. You got a 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ball in the field. There's a and there is strike 3. All right, so Gators able to record the third out there, but not before the Naples Knights are able to bring 1 run across. As we move into the top of the 5th inning, it's the Lady Gators 4, the Naples Knights 1 here on FSN. Hey, if you haven't had an opportunity yet, we invite you to subscribe to the channel on YouTube. If you're enjoying the game, please give it a thumbs up. We appreciate all the support. We'll be right back to you as we continue here from Coral Springs, Florida on FSN. Well, leading off now for the Gators in the top of the 5th is going to be Haley Hirsch. She watches the first one roll to home plate, get past the catcher, and she gets a count now of 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch misses for ball 2. And the 2-0 gets tapped foul, sticks in the dirt, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. All right, here comes the 2-1. And that one is blasted, but foul.
You got it, Haley.
And Haley steps back in on a 2-2 count. And that one's going to get hit, but the center fielder under it makes the running catch to record the out.
Batting for the Lightning, number 12, Addison. You lose control. Music make you lose control.
All right, brings up to bat now with 1 out, Addison held. Addison watches the first ball miss for 1-0. And holding back, thinking about it for a moment, but decided against it. Takes that one for a strike, counts 1-1. Well, when you got 3 strikes to work with, you find the one pitch that you like, and that's the one you take and drive it out there. And that one ain't going to do it. So the count's going to go now to 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 there is just foul to the left side. And now the count goes even at 2-2. And the timer goes off. So this is going to be the final inning of the game. So Gators going to look to try to increase their lead. The Naples Knights, as the home team, will still get there at bat. And Addison watches that one miss, slow inside. And the count goes full now to 3-2. And the 3-2 gets tapped over to the third baseman, who picks it up, fires across the diamond, and the Knights able to record their second out. So with 2 outs, Luca Hansberger now comes up to bat.
Number 16, Luca.
And Luca fouls that one straight up, and the catcher able to get under it. And that's going to do it for the Gators at bats here in this game. So they've got a 3-run lead to work with the score being 4-1, and just need to grab 3 outs to end this game. They're going to take the field. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for the Naples Knights, unless they're able to, well, I guess irrelevant. No, it's seeding play, so it's either win, tie, or take the loss. And the first pitch to the batter, Turner, is in there for strike 1. So Hayden Turner now, number 18, at bat for the Naples Knights. Oh, that ball gets away from the pitcher. And the count goes to 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. And that misses high outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. On the batter, Hayden Turner. Avilo Fitzgerald working in the circle. For 67th pitch. He's in there for a swinging strike.
Keep working, bait and squeeze, girl.
All right, 2-2 pitch. Misses high for a full count now of 3-2. And the 3-2 high outside, and Hayden Turner going to jog on over to first base and take her walk. All right, Naples Knights now bringing up to bat number 26, Evelyn Ballantyne, who watches the first pitch miss for ball 1. And Evelyn is going to get into a double play. A double play recorded right there by the Gators. Gets them the 2 outs that they needed and clears the base paths. And now the Knights down to their final out. Bringing up to the plate number 34, Eve Preddy. All right, the Knights looking for a 2-out rally here, down by 3 runs. And the first pitch from Avilo misses well high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed for 1-1. One ball, one strike on the batter, Preddy. The changeup, oh, just misses outside. And the count goes to 2-1. And it goes high. And now the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Preddy at bat. Fitzgerald in the circle. And that's low. And now the count is full.
You got it.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And there is a looking strike 3. So nice job there by Fitzgerald to record the third and final out after the double play recorded by the Gators, and that's going to end the game. So at the end of this game, it's the Gators 4, the Naples Knights 1. We thank you very much for watching the Florida Softball Network. We're going to be right back to you if you're watching the live feeds just shortly as we change fields over to the north fields from the south fields. We'll be back to you. Thank you again for watching FSN, your Florida Softball Network.